communication with Southern California, KHJ-TV Public Affairs presents Teen Talk. In 1982, over 11,000 boys and girls in the state of California were employed in television, motion pictures, and play production. The entertainment industry has the special privilege of employing minors from the age of 15 days old to the age of 17 years old. All minors in the entertainment industry must be taught at least 3 hours per school day between the hours of 8 a.m. and 4 p.m.
Ah, for a life in showbiz. That's the dream of millions of red-blooded American boys and girls. How many of us have thought about what it's really like behind the scenes? Is it all glamour on those bigger-than-life TV and motion picture sets? I'm Joe Feinstein, and today on Teen Talk, we're going to meet some of the young people who have been lucky enough to grab the showbiz brass ring. The kids who are working to entertain us all. Welcome, panel. Welcome to Teen Talk. And I'd appreciate if you'd share with us who you are and what your
Teen
show
Talk
or
on
movie
Teen
or TV
Celebrities.
is all about. Mindy, tell us who you
A
are.
discussion
Okay,
with
I'm
host
Mindy
Joe
Cohen, and I play
Feinstein and
Natalie
several
on Facts of
teenagers
Life,
on the
and
subject
we're
of
going into
teen
our fifth
celebrity.
season this year, and there are some changes being made, and I graduated school this past summer. So this is the first time I've actually been working without going to school.
That's very interesting. Good. Lara?
I'm Lara Jo Miller, and I play Samantha on Gimme a Break. I'm the youngest daughter, and for the past 2 years, I've been a real tomboy and playing anywhere from 10 to 12 years old, but this year, supposedly, I'm going to be growing up on the show.
Oh, so they'll give you a break, maybe. Maybe.
Yeah.
Who knows? Jason?
Jason Bateman. I play Derek Taylor on the show Silver Spoons. We're into our second season now.
Mm-hmm.
I play sort of an Eddie Haskell type role, if I may borrow the name.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot of fun, because the year before that I was in Little House on the Prairie, and I played a real mama's boy
Very
kind of
nice.
role. So.
Very nice. Our other male member is Josh here.
My name is Joshua Lawrence. I do not do a series, but I've been doing commercials since the year 5 weeks old.
Mm-hmm.
And
That's early enough to get started.
Yeah, I think
You
so.
know.
Yeah, I played a
What were you
baby.
doing for the first 4 weeks?
Hopefully sitting around in my mom's arms.
I see. Okay. Or maybe other places
Yeah.
too. You know, there was
That could be.
there was the bed and stuff like that. And what about you, Justine?
My name is Justine Bateman. I play Mallory Keaton on the show Family Ties, and we're in our second season. I've been incredibly lucky doing what I want to do and got jobs very quickly and fairly easily.
Really? Well, you're very pretty, and you're all very pretty too. Tell us about you, Lauri.
Okay, my name is Lauri Hendler, and I play Julie on Gimme a Break. I'm the one with glasses. We're going into our third season, as Laura
I'm the
mentioned.
one with glasses on this show.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Now there's 2 of us. We're going into our third season, and so we've been into production, and it's nice because all the characters this year are getting a little more defined rather than just being 3 kids who are all fairly interchangeable. We're getting to be more distinctive characters, and well, Josh has me beat by 6 months. I started in the business when I was 7 months old.
7 months old. Okay. All right. And did you start in the business when you were 2 days old or something?
No.
This is our first non-teen Teen Talk person on the show. This is Melanie. Tell us who you are, Melanie.
Well, I'm Melanie Gaffin, and I play Cheryl Adler on Whiz Kids, and I'm a bratty tag-along sister to Matthew Laverteau, and the first show's going to be on October 5th, next week.
You do not seem like a bratty type kid to me at all. You seem like a very sweet, sensible young lady.
Thank you.
How did you get involved in showbiz, you guys? How did you do this, Mindy? When did it start?
I was going to an all-girl private school, somewhat like Eastland, which is the show that's portrayed in the Facts of Life. And Charlotte Ray, who plays Mrs. Garrett, came up and I got discovered. She sort of said, hi. And I said, hi. And she said, I'd like
People
to...
say hi, and you
Yeah,
say hi
right?
back. That's nice.
And she just said, I want to write a part for you in the show that I'm going to do. And I said, okay. That's
Really?
how it happened. No
Really?
problem.
And so you got started just that simply. You come from Allentown, Pennsylvania, you were telling me.
Yeah.
How did you get to Allentown to Hollywood?
Well, I was doing dinner theater work in Allentown, where I live, and just one day I was in New York, and I heard familiar music, and I stuck my head in the door, and I asked what was going on, and they said they were auditioning for the Broadway revival of The Music Man with Dick Van Dyke. And I said, oh, can I audition? And they let me audition, and I was talking to Michael Kidd at the time. I did not know who he was. And
You know something about the business, I think. Rather famous choreographer and director and all that sort of stuff, yeah.
And, well, I met Dick Van Dyke, and I auditioned in front of him. And then I was on tour in The Music Man, and then on Broadway. And then after I was on Broadway, I got an agent. And
What show were you in on Broadway?
The Music Man.
Music Man, right.
And after that, I got an agent, and then I did a few commercials, and I was one day on a soap opera.
Did you like that?
Yeah, it's totally different. Boy, they work hard.
They do work hard.
Yeah.
What about you, Jason? How'd you get involved in this whole business?
Our neighbor from our old house was an actor, and he still is an actor. And, well, my father's a director, writer, producer of motion picture and television. And so he's been dealing with that all his life. So I've always kind of heard about, you know, the business just because, you know, him coming home, talking about it at dinner, stuff like that. So I kind of grew an early interest in it. And one day he came by the house, and the neighbor came by the house on his way to an audition and asked if I wanted to go along with him, because there was a role for a kid being auditioned there too, in the same movie. So I said sure. So I went along, and I auditioned for this part, and I got the role. And so that got my hopes up, and my dad took some pictures of me and sent them into an agency that was recommended. And
Beautiful.
And they liked
So
the pictures.
it just happens. It just keeps going around just like that. Is it as magical as all the people imagine this Hollywood scene to be, where you just come out and you're a star and do your number? Is it that way at all? Justine, is it that way?
No, I think luck has a large hand in getting the job, but to keep it, you have to have talent, because you can be written out like that. No such thing as being irreplaceable. Because there's always someone that looks just like you and does the same things you do, just as well, if not better, and just haven't been seen by the director, the producer.
Most people have different notions about folks in showbiz, that it's glamorous, that big egos are involved, and that life is on a fast track, that it's also perhaps a risky business. And I'm wondering, how do you people feel about those kinds of notions? Jason, do you think it's true?
About which
Big egos and risky business and glamorous and that whole number?
Yeah, there are a lot of egos involved. Sometimes you have to bend over backwards to please the person next to you, and most of the time it's for your benefit.
Really?
It's all part of it. You can't. There's no way you can learn about it before you get into it. You just have to take it by stride and just keep your head on the whole time, and just, you know, look at the positive side of things.
Is it as glamorous as they say, Lauri, or is there a lot of work?
There is a lot of glamour involved, but not as much as a lot of people seem to think. I read somewhere that glamour is somebody else's idea of how easy your job is. And we do work. I mean, it is a job. We work 40 hours a week, and well, I'm 18, so I do work 40 hours a week, and everybody else is a combination of work and in school for that time. So it's not just, you know, sitting around and having grapes peeled for you and stuff. But, you know, there are times when it does get to be elegant, when, you know, things like recognition and people going,
You have been recognized.
Yeah.
What is it like when they see you and they make that ah?
Well, it depends on all sorts of things, like where I am. If I'm, you know, if I don't have any makeup on and I look really lousy, there's nothing worse than being recognized. But if you're all dressed up and you're feeling really good and you see people going, it's a neat feeling. It makes you think, okay, what I've been doing has been seen by people and is acknowledged, and they've liked it to the point where they're willing to notice me on the street, which means that my work's done, has had some impact.
It's a good
It
feeling
also,
knowing.
it also depends on how they approach
Yeah.
it. Whether it's, I know you, or something like that, or just a simple, not even asking,
I know
are
it-
you Justine Bateman? Just saying, I really like your work,
Yeah.
I really like what you're doing. My whole family enjoys it, and it's really
I
nice.
know what
that's
you mean.
so
In my
fulfilling.
classroom, I let the kids either call me Mr. Feinstein, or if they prefer, they can call me Joseph, and that's okay with me. And there's a way of calling you Joseph that is testing, and there's another way of calling you Joseph that means that they really feel comfortable by calling me by my first name. So I know exactly what you're saying.
Yeah.
Mindy, you've been out, and I imagine you've been seen and recognized, right?
Oh, yeah.
What goes on in that little cone head? That's funny, little cone head. No
Yeah.
pun intended. What goes on in that head of yours?
Well, it's kind of neat. It also depends who you're with. If you're, usually the girls on the show and I, if we go to a movie, all four of us are standing right there, talking. You're gonna cause attention there if you're with other people in the business. I like it. It's a really neat feeling to me. Justine said a lot. I don't like the people who poke me. I'm a person, the skin, I bruise. They poke.
Easily, we might add.
Right, and that's uncool. But when they just come up to you and say, "Hey, I like your work," or "You're funny, you make me laugh," that's what it's all about. And
Okay.
that's the biggest
also
thing.
Now, let's do something that's really important, and let's flip-flop this whole thing. And now the fact is also that you happen to be really nice kids. I got a chance to meet all of you and talk with you a little bit. But what's it like in the Cohen home? What's it like in the Bateman house? What's it like at the Hendler household? I mean, when you leave that set at wherever, at Gimme a Break and Silver Spoons and all the other nice things, the Whiz kids, you go home and do you have chores to do, Melanie?
Well, when I have lines to learn the next day, I usually go it over with my sister or my mom, because my dad's usually at work. When I'm done with that, I do my homework, and then I would probably go watch TV or play.
I see. And what about you?
Well, when there's like a play you're doing, I do the same thing she does, and it's just around my house. It's regular and just the same. It's because I'm not in like a big series. I'm a commercial.
But even if you were in a big
if I was in a
series.
big series, I could be the same thing, just work and
Really?
memorize lines and stuff like that.
So you come home, Big Mindy, and you say, "I'm home," and what do they say?
Nobody's
Get-
there. My mom's a lawyer, and my dad is vice president of a paint company, and it's lonely. No, I'm kidding. It's quality time when we're together because we are never together. My sister moved out. She's 20, and she's got her life now. So when we get together, we usually talk about events of the day, what we're going to do. And believe it or not, my mom didn't know when my show premiered this year. We're so involved in other things besides it. It's a job. And I think that's what a lot of people, Jason was talking about, the egos, people make it their life. And that's really sad to me because to me, it's a job. It happens to be a job that I love and that I have a great time doing, but you have to keep it in perspective.
The public image of a celebrity can be vastly different from what happens to that public person in private. And I'm wondering, what are some of when you're in your moments alone, gang, what do you think about? What are you interested in? Lara?
Well, my main interest is music. I'm mostly a singer, and when I'm out here, we live in a hotel, so I don't have the piano here and my guitar and all that. But I'm mainly interested in music, and what's different out here is my whole family's not out here, and it's hard because usually my sisters are around and stuff.
You come out for a period of time, you work, and then you go back home. Is that it?
Yeah, my mom comes out with me, and we have hiatuses every 3 weeks or so for a week, and we'll either go home or my dad will come out, or we'll go and my sisters will come out or something like that. And
I'd like to try going on hiatus for a while. That would be nice. That would be a whole thing. Say goodbye to, Fran and the kids and go on hiatus, wherever that may be. What about you, Melanie? What do you do on your own?
Well, I like to study birds, and I'm going to be an ornithologist when I grow up.
Really?
Yeah.
How interesting.
Yeah.
We could say that Melanie is for the birds.
Yeah.
Really? That would be, no, that's not true.
Yeah, and I have 14 stuffed birds.
You do?
Toy stuffed birds,
Very
yeah.
nice. Lauri, you're alone, and you're by yourself. And what do you do? What do you do?
Well, when I'm alone, I usually spend time with my family since I still live with them.
You gonna be moving out soon?
I don't know yet. Maybe. What we want to do is we want to get a house with a guest house so I can live with them and still have a separate life.
Good idea.
Thank you.
That sounds
That's my
different.
mother's idea.
Justine, you're 18 now too, or almost 18?
No, I'll be 18 in February.
Okay, and what do you like to think about, or what are some of the concerns you have right now in your life?
Well, in terms of my free time, I just like to hang out with the few particular friends that I find satisfying to be around. I mean, you can't have just 50,000 loose friends, you know. It's important when you're working full time to have friends that really mean something.
Do they understand that you're on a job, that you're earning money, even though you're as popular and as famous as you are? Do they understand all about that, and do they appreciate it?
They appreciate that it's very time consuming, and they marvel at the fact that you're spending so much time at charity events and things like this. After a while, the novelty wears off. It really doesn't matter that you're on a TV series. They don't think about it. I don't think about it because I'm doing it every day. It's just going to work.
You guys see yourself doing this for the rest of your lives?
I have no idea.
You want to?
Right now I do.
You do?
Yeah. But things just come up so suddenly. Every year is totally different.
There's enough challenge and excitement about the business. Are you afraid of burnout, possibly?
No.
Yeah.
No? Yeah?
I think so, because it's like if you go one day, you might get a part, and then you have to wait for 2 more years until you get another call. And I mean, I think I'm going to take it mostly up in sports. I don't think I'm going to go for it, but I'll stick with it for a couple more years, and then I'll just say
Somehow
bye-bye.
I could just see you getting up to bat, in your baseball uniform and saying, "This is my best side, fellas," something like
Or
that.
they put up on Diamond Vision when you
Right,
were a
or put-
baby,
right,
or
or something.
Pampers commercial.
You want to stay in this business, Melanie?
Yeah.
Really? Along with the birds, you're gonna
I'm going to be an ornithologist and an actress.
and an actress.
Yeah.
You love it that much.
Yeah,
You know
I
that
love it.
already. It's wonderful. And you, Jason, you like this that much?
Yeah, I'd like to grow up to be a famous character actor if I could.
Like who?
Jason Bateman would be
Lon
nice.
Chaney. Lon Chaney.
Yeah, Lon Chaney did a lot of neat roles. I like that he did, I don't know, hundreds of character roles. I mean, that'd be unreal to do that many. That'd be so fun. I'd like to do that. Grow up, maybe be a successful character actor, and if not, I don't know. I've thought of the maybe art, not archaeology, architecture. But I don't like calculus.
Thanks, sis. Sis will be right there giving you, feeding you the lines. That's nice. And Mindy, what do you want to be when you grow up, Mindy?
When I grow up.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I like what I'm doing, but Laura said it really well. I don't know. I'm going to go to college, and at first I wanted to be a surgeon, then I wanted to be a physical therapist, and now I still want to be a physical therapist, I can speak very well usually.
Well, you
but
got
I wanna
caught in
get
your eye
into-
tooth and you couldn't
Yeah,
see what you were saying.
yeah.
Go ahead.
I want to get into sports medicine, which is neat to me.
Sports medicine.
Yeah,
So you can help Josh when
exactly.
he's, if
when
he...
his knee goes out or something.
Yeah.
That interests me. There's a lot of things. I'm only 17, and I don't think it's right to say, well, I want to do this for the rest of my life. That's hard to say.
I want to be an actress and a perpetual student.
Really?
Yeah.
I like that.
I found that with my schedule, I can't go to college full time. So what I've been doing is I'm taking one college course per quarter, and at this rate, I'll graduate from college in 1994, literally. And I don't see any reason why not going to graduate school one quarter at a time. one class at a
Yippee-doo.
time. It's fun. I'm having a ball. I've been taking some psychology courses and geology and geography, and I'm going to start with a sociology course.
These young people have given us a candid glimpse behind the scenes. There is preparation, lots of it. Lines to memorize, long hours on the sets, directions, many of them, and many expectations, both from within and without. They've got a lot to live up to. If you want a life of show business as a young person, you'll need more than a good agent and 100% from your parents. There are rules and regulations too. If you want some information about the rules and regulations governing the employment of minors in the entertainment industry, you can write to the Work Permits Office of the LA Unified School District, 450 North Grand Avenue, Los Angeles, California, 90051. Also, I want to say that those of you that would like to participate on Teen Talk as a panelist, please send us a non-returnable picture of yourself. Tell us your name, address, suggest some topics that you'd feel comfortable talking about, and send that care of me, Joseph Feinstein, care of Teen Talk. That's at KHJ-TV, Channel 9, 5515 Melrose Avenue, LA, California, 90038. Panel, you have been super sensational. I can understand now why you're all celebrities. You're all celebrities with me, and I'm going to watch Silver Spoons and Whiz Kids and all the Gimme a Break and everything like that. And commercials. I'm going to watch those and listen to those too. This is Joe Feinstein.